And while we start Monday Night Raw, the brawl backstage between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. This has apparently been going on for the past couple of minutes before the show even was on the air. But we cut backstage here with CM Punk just getting smashed through a glass window by Rollins. And if you're wondering why this brawl is taking place, CM Punk was taken out of action by Seth Rollins at Wrestlepalooza in a hell of a match between the two. And CM Punk made his return to the Elimination Chamber, costing Seth Rollins the World Heavyweight Championship against Brock Lesnar, allowing Brock Lesnar to defend the title against him as Punk turns it around on Rollins though and smashes his arm there and the wrist. With the boot of the corner, picks up a stop sign here as Punk looking to smash it over the head of Rollins, but Rollins counters. Rollins dents it over the forehead of CM Punk. So these two were documented of history and issues with one another due to the past of CM Punk and everything that's happened throughout their careers. Rollins are looking to use the boot of the core against CM Punk here, looking to maybe smash it down in the back of the neck, but Rollins over to the midsection there by Punk. And Punk takes it around on Rollins this time though, and smashes it down in the back of the neck of Seth Rollins there. Well, like I was saying, these two well, Seth Rollins was cost the title against John Cena by CM Punk many months ago. They then had a match at WrestlePalooza, which Rollins won that match up, hit a double foot stomp to the back of the neck of CM Punk and put him out of action for a couple of months. And while at Elimination Chamber, Punk returned as while Paul Heyman was distracting the referee as Brock Lesnar was down. Rollins was about to get the victory, about to hit the stomp on Brock Lesnar. CM Punk came out of nowhere, hit a GTS on Rollins, threw him back into the ring for Brock Lesnar to pick up the pieces and retain the title. And Rollins tonight is getting his pound of flesh on Punk as he smashes him through a car window. Well, my question is, where is security right now? Where's anyone? No, Rollins, no. Rollins, we'll stomp onto the concrete. We need EMTs. We need anyone to stop this. And what as Rollins leaves the scene, well, Punk is out here. Punk, we need medical attention on Punk right now. We need EMTs. Anyone get backstage right now to check on Punk. Seth, what the hell? Actually, no, I don't want to know. I want you out of the arena. I want you gone. I want you out of here tonight. I don't want to see your face for the rest of the show. I've got too much on my hands for you to cause issues already on the show. Fine. Pierce, I'll go. But this is on Punk after what he did. You know that. Everyone knows that. But fine, I'll leave. But this is all on CM Punk. This is his own doing, Pierce, not mine. Gee, oh my, it's going to be a long night, isn't it? Someone get me a drink. And well, after that chaotic start to Raw hits that in Boston, Massachusetts, the hometown hero, the greatest of all time, the Intercontinental Champion and never seen 17, John Cena is out here to defend the Intercontinental Championship inside an open challenge. He won it a week ago on Raw, defeating then champion Penta, that were dethroning him after Penta's nearly a year-long reign. And at Elimination Chamber in Perth, Cena surprised everyone, turning up and defending that title against Jey Uso, who answered the call. And this is Cena's second title defense as champion on the final stop before WrestleMania, in which will be Cena's last match. The question is, will he walk into one more WrestleMania champion, or will the hometown fans of John Cena get their heart broken here tonight? Cena is defending the IC title in an open challenge. But one thing I need to tell you real quickly is Adam Pearce has made it official for WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk will happen. And CM Punk is getting medical attention after being stomped on the concrete backstage. Let's turn our attention back to this matchup. Can Cena continue his IC title reign headed into his final match at WrestleMania, or would he be dethroned before WrestleMania? Let's get whoever's stepping up to the challenge here tonight. And we're John Cena in a short title reign, what a champion he's been, as to defending that in a great match against Jey Uso, defeating then champion Penta in one hell of a match. The question is tonight, who will Cena face in his final match from Raw in his hometown? I know you can hear the boos already echoing around the arena It's going to be the King of the Luchadors, with a self-proclaimed King of the Luchadors, Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom. A man who challenged Penta twice for that title and came up short. And one of them was last year at Wrestlemania. And well, Dominic tonight coming out here with no one by his side. But well, that is most likely a ploy for Dirty Dom. Giving Cena a false sense of security. Because, well, we know the Judgment Day are going to be here. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Finn Balor and JD McDonough are all going to be here tonight. And Dirty Dom, well, what a win this could be for him. Recently overcoming Fraxium in his bid to prove he is the greatest luchador of all time. And the greatest Mysterio of all time. And the King of the Luchadors. And Dirty Dom, might have a feather in his cap if he can defeat the greatest of all time here tonight for the IC title. Well, Dominic looking to win his first singles title here at the main roster. He was a former North American champion, has been tag team champion, and tonight would love nothing more than to break the hearts of all these people, chanting Dom sucks, booing him, everything as he walks down to the ring tonight. And they're throwing Cena to walk out IC champion on the final stop before WrestleMania in Cena's hometown. And well, there's a term called nuclear heat in this industry. And if Dom wins tonight, that's what he will have. Well, let's get this title match underway. Well, there's some Dom fans here tonight, surprisingly. Or maybe these are just fans chanting his name to get in his head. And well, let's get this one underway. And well, Dom looking to take the crowd out of the matchup. And well, Cena telling Dom to bring it. And well, Cena's not going to stand for that disrespect. And Dominic Mysterio luring Cena into the oldest trick in the book. Cena falling for the trap of Dominic Mysterio, letting the emotions get the better of him. The IC title is on the line here tonight. If Dom wins, he walks out champion. And he will dethrone and end the title reign of Cena, who climbs into that barricade. That's Dirty Dom. They're getting back into the ring. And with Dom, I think, believes he has the matchup won. Not realizing that Cena is back in the ring. And Dom scooped up by Cena. But Dom slips at the back. And there's a super kick there by Dirty Dom. And now Dominic here, just wearing down the midsection of Cena. And we need to the back of the head. Now we'll do a foot stomp to the arm of Cena. Going after the power game. If Cena can't use his arm, he might not be able to utilise the attitude adjustment or lock in the STF. As Cena with a forearm there to Dirty Dom. And Cena now with a crowd behind him. Looking to rally in this one. Cena big back body drop to Dirty Dom. Now an elbow to the top of the head. Follows through with an overlap sandal. Dirty Dom trying to get back to his feet here. Jawbreaker to Cena. And Dominic neck breaker. Well, Dom does not care what his crowd think of him. All he cares about is walking out here champion and defeating the greatest of all time in John Cena. And well, whether or not the Judgment Day are here tonight, that remains to be seen. In my opinion, they are here tonight. I imagine there's going to be a ploy, set up a trap at some point in this matchup. If Dom needs them, they will come out and help him win the title if necessary. Cena now in the corner with Dirty Dom, just telling the crowd and also Cena to be quiet, but Cena fires back in this one with a huge crossbody there. And again, dropping that accent across the forehead of Dirty Dom. And Cena now returning to the one again, but Dirty Dom out the way of this one. As Dominic Mysterio again with a super kick, this time to the midsection. And an accident of his own there. And now digging the boot into the ribs. As Cena, if he can't breathe, he can't fight. Simple as that. That's Dom now. Cena in the corner. That's Dirty Dom now. It's thinking next to kick to the legs there. Dirty Dom with an impressive arm drag there. And the crowd don't care about the athleticism or the skill it takes. But Dom, again, does not care. What a crowd think of him. That's Dominic Mysterio now with a sunset flip. Powerbomb. Also known as a code red. But Cena turns it over. And Dom's forced to kick out. Cena looking for a clothesline. Cena out of the way of it though. As I say, Dom out of the way of it though. Dom now with some huge shots saved to Cena. And Dominic now swinging net breaker. Again taking the crowd out of the matchup. Slowing down the pace here. Not letting Cena with the crowd behind him rally. Just smart here from Dirty Dom. You know, drives Cena face first into the turnbuckle pad. And now a big back elbow. Now again just again the boots. And while some fans in the crowd tonight chant for Dirty Dom, the rest are booing him at the arena. And Dom now snap me. And again a boot across the face of Cena. And Dominic Mysterio just saying that this is easy. That's Dirty Dom now. Pushed away by Cena. And Cena with a huge right hand. Drops Dom. And Dominic now Cena teeing away. Some huge strikes off the ropes. Cena, big back one drop again. Cena now flies into a boot to the face. And we're Cena tonight looking to retain the title in his hometown before he heads to his final match at Wrestlemania. And Dom kicks out a Michinoku driver. And well, what a white hot crowd we have here tonight. We're in Boston, Massachusetts, the hometown of that man John Cena, with a huge gut wrench powerbomb there to Dirty Dom. And Cena over the hometown crowd behind him. Perhaps looking to put this one away here. Cena blocked by Dom. And there's that super kick again. Dominic Mysterio now. Dominic now into a single leg Boston crab here. Again, slowing down the pace. Dominic Mysterio showing the wiseness that he's learned from the people he's been taught in the Judgment Day. That's a Finn Balor, etc. Slowing down the pace of the match, taking the crowd out of it. Cena. Dominic Mysterio out the way of it though. Dominic Mysterio now. Inverted runner to Cena. For the IC title. But Cena kicks out. And Dom can't believe that wasn't enough to win his first ever singles title here on the main roster. And a draw breaking out to Cena. And Dom again just mocking Cena here, saying, is this all you've got? Is this the greatest of all time? With Cena now again stomped to the midsection by Dom and walking through. Again just wearing down as Dirty Dom just raking across the ice here. The dirty tricks by Dominic Mysterio. And Dom now. Clothesline. Satellite DDT. To win the title here. But Cena again just stays in the matchup. And it's been all Dirty Dom so far in this one. And Dom now. A kick there to the mid-set. Well, kick there to the leg. And Cena fights out of it though. And Cena now building momentum with a huge clothesline. And Cena again with another huge clothesline dropping Dirty Dom. And so now back to his feet here. Cena hoists him up and drops him down face first. And with Dominic, it's exactly where Cena wants him. But Dom with a boot to the face there. It's Dominic spearing out with a Mexican destroyer. But Cena kicks out again. Just about retaining the title. With Dirty Dom putting out a Mexican destroyer. It looked like out of desperation there, out of nowhere, catching Cena off guard with that one. It's like Dom again with some boots here. You can see the ropes forming the bruises on the chest to Cena. That's Dom mocking John Cena here, but Cena fights out of it. And Cena now with a monkey flip to Dirty Dom. Sending Dominic Mysterio over into the corner. What a title match we've had so far. That's done now. And the mercy of Cena. So just Tina Webber with huge shots here to Dirty Dom. Well, that's got to feel good for Cena. Now hoists him up. And drops him down. Oh, Cena now stalking Dirty Dom. Perhaps calling for the end of this one. But Dom again with a quick strike there. And Dom looking for the super kick. Cena out of the way of it though. And Cena attitude adjustment to retain the title. But Dom kicks out. And the crowd showing appreciation for this match with Cena. Lock it in. A figure four leg lock here to Dirty Dom. As Dom trying to fight out of this one here. And Dom breaking the hold with some huge shots. And Dominic Mysterio. Headbutt by Cena. And Cena's got Dom where he wants him. And Cena now. With a code red of his own. And Cena's now fired up. With the 5. Local shuffle. And well, Finn Balor and Raquel Rodriguez are distracting the referee here. And well, we cut back to the ring. Liv Morgan with Oblivion to John Cena. The referee is still being distracted by Judgment Day as Liv Morgan now flees the scene. With Finn and Raquel still distracting as Dominic Mysterio is getting back to his feet. Now well, Dom now just putting himself back up after the Judgment Day just got involved in this one. This could be on its way to being over here. Liv Morgan with the Oblivion. Finn Balor and Raquel Rodriguez distracting Charles Robinson. That's Dom now. Up and over the top. For the IC title, is that it for the title reign of John Cena? But Cena kicks out. And what Dom can't believe it. Judgment Day have evacuated the scene here. And Dom thought that was it. But somehow Cena is still going in this one. I don't understand how Cena's still going, but he is. And Cena with a slap. And Cena now looking to rally with a crowd behind him to retain the title. Classic John Cena. And Cena now looking to once again drag Dom into the middle of the ring here, looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Dom getting back to his feet. And Cena looking for that huge shot, but Dom kick to the midsection. And Cena now rolling to ringside. That's Dom changing his mind actually for what he was going to do. His go big or go home. And Dom with a suicide dive. Wiping out Cena. And Cena sent back into the ring here. And Dom just mocking this crowd. And Cena getting back to his feet though. And Dom luring Cena in. Wait, what is Dominic doing? What is Dominic doing? Canadian Destroyer on the ring apron. This one's over. This one's done. Cena sent back into the ring. Dom makes the climb. With the frog splash. And Dominic's done it. Dominic is your new Intercontinental Champion. Defeating Cena in his final Raw. In his hometown. With help from the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan with the Oblivion. Finn Balor and Raquel Rodriguez distracting Charles Robinson. And Dom's done it. Dom is the IC champion. Dominic Mysterio is going to walk into WrestleMania. Intercontinental champion. The question is, who's he going to be facing? Will it be Cena in his final match? Will Cena look to retain the title and retire as a champion? Or will Cena have a new opponent for WrestleMania, but Dom is your new champion? I don't know what to say. This is a shocking way to start Raw. First of all, a backstage brawl between Rollins and Punk. Now Dominic Mysterio winning the IC Championship. Well, this is where Cena tried to rally with the shoulder tackles here. This may have been Cena's last gasp offense here. But noticing that Dirty Dom was too close to the ropes, so he's going to pull Dom back into the middle of the ring. But Dom recovered. And Cena tried to get back to his feet there, but Dom hits the frog splash. And what, Dominic is your new Intercontinental Champion. And what it seems, an old friend is out here to talk to Cena, I'm guessing. And Randy Orton making his way down to the ring here as the crowd are serenading Cena in the ring. As Judgment Day are leaving the area now. After what we just saw John Cena lose the title in his hometown to Dirty Dom with the Judgment Day, robbing Cena of the IC title. Well, Orton out here, let's find out that Randy Orton has to, I guess, say to John Cena, an old rival, an old friend, here tonight. John, you can relax. I'm not here to RKO you, but so Judgment Day was still here. I'd be handing out RKOs like they're going out of business, every single one of them, for what they just did to you. But our careers have been intertwined since the very start, and you don't have an opponent for WrestleMania. So how about this? Me and you, one last time, WrestleMania 41. These people want to see it, John. I want to do it, and I know you want to do it. For one last time, me and you, we fought for so much in this industry, for titles, for leverage, for everything. But one last time, me and you, and I can send you out the way you deserve to go out. And well, it makes sense for me to be one to retire. John Cena, after everything we've been through in our careers, John. So what do you say? Me and you one last time. Are you up for it? You know what? You're on. Me and you one last time. I can't focus on just being robbed of the title. I need to focus on my last matchup. So me and you at WrestleMania 41. Let's do it. One last time. Cena v Orton. And well, you just heard it here. Cena v Orton. One last time at WrestleMania for Cena's retirement match. And what a match that promises to be at WrestleMania 41. And well, what a Monday Night Raw it's been so far. And coming out next is the Beast Incarnate, the World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar, joined at ringside by Paul Heyman. Well, Brock retaining the title against Seth Rollins at Elimination Chamber. Well, as we talked about the involvement of CM Punk allowing Brock Lesnar to retain. So it looked like Seth had the Beast wounded, had the Beast beaten. But due to that GTS, it allowed Brock to get back into it and win the matchup. And well, Lesnar tonight is probably out here to address the WWE Universe with Paul Heyman for their plans for WrestleMania and who the Beast will be facing for that title at a showcase of the Immortals at WrestleMania 41. Well, let's see what these two have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman and I am the advocate for the reigning defending World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar. And while speaking of the champion, he has no challenger for WrestleMania. So who backstage is mad enough to step up to the beast on the grandest stage of them all for the World Heavyweight Championship? And personally, Brock, I don't think there's anyone back there who's got the balls to face you at Mania. Hold up a second, I've got some news you guys will want to hear, and that is that I've just spoken to Adam Pearce. So I'm going to be cashing in my Money Bank briefcase for a one-on-one match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Brock, I'm just going to tell you this now, at Mania, there's nothing you can do. See, I'm not scared of the beast, because I've got a bite of my own, and you can ask anyone I've faced that I am unstoppable, and I'm going to be the one that puts you out at WrestleMania. Did I just hear this key correctly? First of all, who even are you? I don't even know who you are. Second of all, why don't you just get your ass into the ring now? We can put that to bed, and I can prove that you're not worthy. Funny that, Brock. You don't know who I am, because I know exactly. Well, I know that Paul Heyman knows exactly who I am. So why don't you ask him about what me and him have been talking about for the past couple of months? I think could be something you want to hear. Paul, is he telling the truth? Brock, he's lying. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, this wasn't the time. Fuck it. I guess best to do it now. And Paul Heyman with a low blow and a spear now, as Lesnar falls out the ring after the low blow. And Heyman just betrayed Lesnar. And Breaker with a spear, who's going to be facing him at WrestleMania, has laid out Lesnar here at ringside, who will hit his head on the concrete and the apron after that spear. And when it seems that Paul Heyman has aligned himself with Bron Breakker as they head towards their clash at WrestleMania, it's going to be Brock Lesnar v. Bron Breakker for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And well, as we continue what's been a chaotic Monday Night Raw, it's time to find out who's going to be challenging the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Out first is Iyo Sky, looking to earn herself a title opportunity, a woman who's not been around as much recently, not had any opportunities as of late, but given a big opportunity right before WrestleMania. Can Iyo Sky make big of it and get herself to the showcase of the Immortals to face Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Championship? And so Iyo Sky, like I mentioned, we haven't seen much of her as of late. She's been kind of MIA for a while, as some other women have been taking center stage of Monday Night Raw, and the opportunities that have been up for grabs. But due to the issues between Naomi and Jada Parker, I guess Iyo Sky's been given a shot at WrestleMania for the title. As if I'm not mistaken, we was meant to see Jada Parker v Naomi here tonight, but Jada Parker picked up an injury after the assault for Naomi in her match with Nikki Bella, and that means Jada Parker's going to be out for a couple of weeks and will miss WrestleMania. And Naomi was meant to be given a title opportunity, but due to what she did, she has been, well, removed from the opportunities on Monday Night Raw from Adam Pearce, who believes that she doesn't deserve a title shot due to her actions. And out next is JC Jane. This is going to be a one-on-one match between these two. The Rockstar now, who had an impressive showcase and has been impressive on Monday Night Raw since making a debut many months ago. And well, can she get a big opportunity and head to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Championship? But if she can do so, could she shock the world and defeat Rhea Ripley for said title? The question is though, can she get past Iyo Sky in this one, who's considered to be the greatest women's wrestler in the world, or maybe all time? And well, JC Jane has a big task on her hands, but a Rockstar with the confidence as always believes she can do so. But let's get this one-on match underway. JC Jane v Iyo Sky. The winner faces Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Let's get this one underway here in a second. Iyo with a crowd behind her, and JC Jane with a weight on her shoulders is the biggest opportunity of her career. And well, where we go in this one, and Iyo Sky with a crowd 110% behind her here. We're straight to uppercut there, dodging the super kick. Drops JC Jane to the mat early into this matchup now, into a waist lock here on JC Jane to give the background and the advantage to Iyo Sky in the wrestling game. Obviously, JC Jane would have learnt a lot down in NXT. And will be no starch when it comes to the wrestling game. But Iyo Sky testing Jacy Jayne in this matchup. There's a scissor lock here onto the neck of Iyo Sky, looking to the squeeze the neck and maybe choke her out. But Iyo back to her feet. And Iyo now caught by Jacy Jayne. A shot there to the midsection, another one there to the chest. Dropping Iyo to the mat. As Jacy Jayne gains control of the opening seconds of this bout here with a DDT. Now to Iyo Sky. And Jacy now just staying on the attack here, looking for a net breaker here to Iyo. But breaks the wrist lock. And a handman's net breaker there of her own. And Iyo now. Double knees to the midsection. Winding the Rockstar there. Well, both of these women looking for a big opportunity at WrestleMania. One of these women will miss out on the card, most likely, or could be in the Money in the Bank briefcase matchup. As Iyo caught there by Jacy Jayne, and a huge insecurity there drops Iyo to the mat. And a kick there to the back of the head. Now an uppercut there of her own by Jacy Jayne. And drives her head first to the mat here. As a Rockstar is in control of this match. She does not care what the crowd think of her. All she cares about is winning championships. There's a huge forearm strike there to the jaw of Iyo. Sends it into the corner here with a huge back elbow. And looking for a senton, but Iyo out of the way. As Iyo Sky with the crowd behind her, looking to rally with a huge kick, looking for that forearm low. Misses it, but Iyo catches it with a kick to the back of the head. And sends it into the corner here. Iyo, uppercut of her own. As Iyo Sky now. Drop kick there. As Iyo's fired up in this matchup. But the crowd, like I said, behind her 110% like you'd expect. But Jacy Jayne, super kick. Now scoops her up into the pinfall. But Iyo kicks out there at 2. But Jacy looking for a huge chop. Iyo out of the way. And a huge roundhouse kick there to the Rockstar. As Iyo now goes middle rope here. Looking for a huge splash with Jacy Jayne out of the way. Both of these women have been even so far in this matchup. As a stomp there again though. Iyo Sky out the way of it. Well, who's going to gain control of this matchup? It's Iyo now. Double underhook. Backbreaker. And Iyo now seemingly in control of this number one contenders matchup here. And Iyo, bear hug spinebuster. As that Iyo going middle rope for a second time here tonight. The first time wasn't successful, but the second time being more fruitful for the genius of the skies. Yes, it will, with a huge DDT there. And Jacy could be out cold. But a Rockstar is still in this matchup, and Iyo thought that was enough to get the job done. But Jacy Jayne still in this one. There's a huge spinning roundhouse kick there from Iyo Sky. See, well versed when it comes to the striking game is Iyo. Double underhook, super the legs there. As Iyo now goes to the top rope here, looking to fly for a second time. Looks for a splash, but no one's home. And Jacy Jayne, discus big boot into the cover. And Iyo just stays in this one. Well, Jacy Jayne, the frustration there being shown that she thought that was enough. As a code breaker now. Now into a single leg Boston Crab. Here on Iyo Sky. Well, Iyo looking to crawl to the ropes to force a break. Can she do so with Jacy Jayne sitting deep on this hold here? Can she do so as Iyo Sky painfully close to the ropes? Trying to force a break. And does so. And Jacy Jayne now looking for the senton, but Iyo out of the way. As Iyo now off the ropes there. Hurricane Rod to take down. As Iyo Sky now kick to the back. And again, double knees to the midsection here. And the Rockstar is rocked. As Iyo now DDT again. Well, Iyo going for the wheelhouse in this one. Looking to earn us a big opportunity at Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. The Dragon Screw takedown there. And JCJ now, knee to the side of the head though. And another super kick there. Iyo stays standing. JCJ looking for that pump kick for a second time. No one's home though. Iyo, big back suplex. What a match this has been so far. It's been an even showcase between these two. As JCJ no one is on the back end of this offense right now from Iyo Sky. And Iyo now into the corner here. Drop kick. Sends JCJ down. A boot to the midsection. Counters the attempted. A bullet train and a code breaker again from JCJ for a second time. And Rockstar was saying that this one's been easy so far for her. This is the matchup says otherwise is Iyo. Roll through, victory roll, double foot stomp. As Iyo now. And the Rockstar where she wants her. Dazed. As Iyo now, springboard. Shotgun drop kick. And Iyo Sky now. Looking to lock in the cozy clutch. On JCJ in the middle of the ring here. To head to Wrestlemania. Can she make JCJ submit? To earn herself a big title opportunity at Wrestlemania. JCJ might be fading here. But the submission are locked in tight. JC could be out, could be fading here. But gets it back over there just about in time to keep her title hopes alive. Or title opportunity hopes alive. There's a code breaker again for a third time from JCJ. That's JC now. Chop here and now natural selection. A page from the Queen, Charlotte Flair's textbook. But Iyo kicks out. Well, JCJ thought that was enough to get the job done. But Iyo just about stays alive in this matchup here. As both women lock up in the middle of the ring, but neither woman gets the better of that one. Iyo Sky spinning roundhouse kick there. As Iyo. And JCJ where she wants her. With bullet train. Will this be enough to get the job done as Iyo Sky out to the top, looking for the moonsault. But the Rockstar kicks out. And what Iyo thought that was it. I think everyone here tonight also thought that was over. But somehow JCJ stays in this matchup. That's JCJ now. With a rolling encore. Iyo Sky could be out cold. But Iyo just kicks out. What a matchup this has been. And JCJ now arguing with the referee saying that should have been a free count. It's Iyo Sky now from behind with a backslide. But JCJ kicks out. As now a stare down between the two women. A kick there to the midsection as both of them now looking to exchange strikes in the middle of the ring. Not too sure why this is from the Rockstar to go against the genius of the Sky in the striking game. So Iyo Sky well versed when it comes to strikes. See someone just punching and slapping the taste out of each other's mouths there in this one. As Iyo again with a huge slap there. As JCJ retaliates. As both of these women just firing everything they have left in this matchup as Iyo Sky gets the better of it though. And Iyo now spinning roundhouse kick. Well, has JCJ exactly where she wants her. Looking for the over the moonsault. Iyo Sky is headed to WrestleMania to face Rhea Buddy Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And what a matchup that promises to be. A Genius to the Sky versus the Eradicator at WrestleMania 41. And like I said, what a matchup that promises to be. And well, JCJ tonight came close to getting to WrestleMania. Maybe it isn't her time just yet, but 2026 will be a big year for the Rockstar. I can promise you that here on the red brand. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point she holds championship gold here on Monday nights at some point in the near future. Tonight she came so close to defeating Iyo Sky, but in the end maybe the inexperience cost her. As after, well, this wasn't enough, she argued with Charles Robinson referee, which almost cost her the match, and she got into a striking game of Iyo Sky. After the strike here, the backside attempted by Iyo Sky, which Jacy Jayne just kicked out of, and right here, as it was spinning kick to the side of the head, knocking out Jacy Jayne maybe. The over the moonsault got the job done, and Iyo is headed to WrestleMania to fight Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship.